What's going on, guys? Eric Buikema and the Saiyan Lifestyle, and today I'm coming to you with one of my own personal pole workouts that I do, because I figure it's about time that I put a video up walking you through a workout and why I do certain things the way I do it. And this workout, just a little heads up, is going to be a negative workout in a way of you are controlling the negative, which if you don't know what the negative is, if the concentric is you flexing your arm right now, then the eccentric is when you are letting it out. And our focus during this whole workout is on the eccentric. It's controlling the eccentric. We're going lighter, but we are taking 5-second eccentrics because I'm not used to this, and for me, I really want to challenge my body. So, little heads up for that. That's going to make things a little bit more tense, but let's get into the video. And you'll see me right now, I'm beginning with a reverse grip lat pull down or supinated lat pull down. The reason I do that is because if I do a regular lat pull down, I feel it more in my biceps and then in my shoulder than I do in my back. And also, you don't realize how heavy some of the weight is until you do 5-second negatives, which I'm glad I filmed this because I realized I was not doing 5-second negatives. I thought I was kind of right in my head, but I guess I was not. And now moving on to bicep curls or barbell curls, the most bro-y exercise out there. And as you can see, I'm focusing on bringing the barbell all the way to my chin. And as you can see, I am really focusing on that eccentric, laying it down slowly. Which, like I said in all these videos, I realize I am not doing the full 5-second concentric, which I am glad I videoed this so I knew that I was not doing that. And one thing that I get a lot of crap over in my videos is how my elbows leave my side. Which, if you look at the anatomy of the bicep actually comes all the way up to where the joint is at the shoulder in the glenohumeral or the glenoid fossa, which the bicep also assists in shoulder flexion. So if you want to flex or contract your bicep all the way, your elbow's going to come up. But don't turn this into a shoulder flexion movement or to a front raise. Next one is a personal favorite of mine, and it's the dumbbell seal row. I don't know if a Navy SEAL made this, but it's so hard I wouldn't be surprised. And this one is a little harder to do 5-second eccentrics on because the range of motion is so much less than all the other exercises. But still, this is a killer exercise to put some thickness into your back. And if you have lower back pain, do this one because there's a lot less pressure on your spinal erectors and all the pressure's on your lats in this one. Now this one, in the first video, I realized that I was going way too heavy with the reverse flies. You know, if you really want to feel your rear delts, like it's so easy to feel our front delts because we feel a lot in pushing movements, and it's one of the more dominant muscles in pushing movements or supporting muscles. And with guys, we tend to push a lot, so that muscle gets really active. And the second set that I filmed, I went lighter so I could get the full 5-second contraction, and definitely focus on bringing your shoulder blades together and your elbows as far back as you possibly can. Really contract that rear delt. Now this one is, I had to do 2 different shots. Oh no, I only did 1 shot of this one. And I call this a cable drag curl. And I found out the best way to hit the bicep is to put the arm both in the front and then behind the body, so you can hit both the short and the long head. Now this one, when you see me grimacing, that is not me acting. I am really grimacing because I'm in a lot of pain. And pain as in muscle burning, not the bad kind of pain. Now this last exercise I added in because I've been having trouble feeling my left rear delt and a lot of my rear or my reverse fly movements. I added this one in more as like a finisher for my rear delts. And because if you really want to feel your muscle or you're having trouble feeling a specific muscle in the movement, I always go light and go a lot, so that way I can get a good pump in the muscle and so I can develop a mind muscle connection. I feel like the shoulder problems with my left shoulder are due to my rear delt being weaker than my right one, which I found out was weaker because this one, my left, was burning a lot more than my right rear delt was. So this is definitely a good exercise to add in to your routine. Now I've been asked, like, how do I get that certain angle when I'm doing reverse flies, like with the camera? How do I video it? Do I have a tripod? Well, that day in the gym, I forgot to bring my tripod. So I actually had to put my camera on top of a dumbbell. I mean, Not the best setup, but I have to make the setup work. And plus, I don't like to attract a lot of attention in the gym. I like to keep my setup as minimal as possible. And also later on, I will be investing in a good tripod, because there have been some times where I could have gone a specific angle in exercise, but I didn't because I just didn't have a tripod for it. But also my gym is not the biggest, so I don't want to take up a lot of space. So I'm looking for a more compact tripod, which if you have any recommendations, leave it in the comments below. And I hope that this walkthrough explained a little bit about my workout and why I do things a certain way. Everyone tells me that I need to do pull-ups for back width or just for a back exercise. Like, yeah, pull-ups are really good. For me personally, I've always felt it more in like my forearm, my bicep, and especially my rhomboids. And I also get a little bit of shoulder pain when I'm doing pull-ups. So when I switched to chin-ups, I immediately felt my back way more than anything else. Yeah, I got a bit of bicep activation, but I felt it so much more in my lats. So I hope you enjoyed this video today, me walking you through my back routine. If you did, drop a like, as I'll be putting this up on my website very soon. And also, if you want to see more of my workouts, head over to my Instagram channel, check it out, give me a follow if you'd be so gracious to, and also get your workouts in and start kicking ass.